Those MLAs have a perspective. They have a, we, unlike some other parties, allow people to speak their minds and represent the views of their constituents. We believe that Alberta has followed the right balanced approach of protecting lives and livelihoods. We've looked at restrictions as a last and limited resort because they can be so damaging to the broader health of our society, but they can also be necessary as they are now on a targeted basis. We have a wider latitude for MLAs to speak their views in this province and in the party I lead than perhaps is the case in other parties and other parts of the country. But the policy of the government is absolutely clear. It is to protect lives and livelihoods. It is to use public health restrictions as a last and limited resort to keep COVID-19 under control so that it does not end up jeopardizing the healthcare system. As you know, Kelly, I always challenge those who oppose any restrictions to tell us what the alternative is. What is their risk tolerance in terms of lives lost, in terms of the overwhelming of the healthcare system, in terms of surgeries canceled and even more negative health effects? Quite frankly, I don't hear a lot of that from people who oppose any or all restrictions. My challenge to them is to say, is to understand that, look, those of us who are in decision-making roles of the government of Alberta are responsible for the healthcare system. We are responsible to ensure that our hospitals do not get overwhelmed. We have to minimize surgeries that get canceled and other healthcare that can be jeopardized because of COVID. And of course, we have to take reasonable measures to prevent the loss of life from COVID. And we've done that without hard lockdowns in this province. I think there is a misconception which is that supposedly Alberta has been in a lockdown. That is simply untrue. Even before the step one of our path forward this Monday, the Ministry of Jobs, the Economy and Innovation estimates that 99% of Alberta businesses were able to operate since November, December within public health guidelines. And that, of course, we've allowed even more businesses to continue to operate. And that represents over 99% of our GDP. Compare this to some provinces that have had stay-at-home orders, most businesses shut down, arbitrary distinctions between essential and non-essential businesses, curfews, places of worship padlocked, and much schools that have been shut down. We have taken a much more targeted and balanced approach here. I think it's the right one.